work little phone call that I couldn't avoid, unfortunately. But welcome to Nanotech Live. We're just going to go through some nanotech news together and see what's up. And I wanted to try it this way for a change as opposed to the way I've done it before, which is just a sort of like 30-second snippet, but we don't get to go into as much detail. Unfortunately, I can't screen share at the moment doing a mobile stream, but hey, we could at least read together and learn the resources, and I could put them in the description afterwards in the um, public replay so that everyone can see them. So welcome back to Doritos Goldmine, your most bipolar channel on all the interwebs. So we talk about a lot of things. It really just follows sort of the lifestyle of what it is to have a PhD and go through a number of life difficulties at times and how we get through that through collecting and other such. So today's going to be the nanotech news of the week. So we're going to go start off at phys.org. So phys.org is a nice one that I like to do because they have a section specifically for nanotechnology. And so they also have some of the most up-to-date media postings for groups that exist as well, which is one of the reasons I like them. So let's just read through what nanotechnology news is there this week on phys.org and maybe go into a couple ones that are particularly interesting in better depth. So to start off, 6 hours ago, we've got a dance of magnetism of light. Study finds non-reciprocal second harmonic generation disappears in a 2D material. That's interesting, but I'm not sure what the greater implication is without going into it deeper. See, self-sealing atomically thin dialysis membranes. Oh, that's actually really interesting. So using atomically thin materials like graphene, a team at Vanderbilt has made an announcement in making advanced dialysis membranes. That's pretty cool. Hey, Deontay Lowry, how's it going? We got two in the chat. How are you guys doing today? We're just going through some nanotech news in this session. We'll do the hangout later too, so where people could just ask me. I'm doing all right today. It's been a tough one this month in general, just the way life's gone. So honestly, to have a smile on my face and just feel all right today, I'm doing good. So how you doing over there? Hey, we got 16 in to talk nanotech. Wow, nice. All right. So we can go back now that everyone's in. Actually, I started on phys.org today just to kind of go run down and see what's good and what I find that's interesting. Anonymous is so mad because their parents won't let them come play outside. I'm sorry to hear that, Anonymous. Yeah, so I was going through some of the news that, daytime here. Where are you at, Deontay? If you don't mind me asking. Ooh, this is a good one. So there's an article as of 7 hours ago. So this is why I like phys.org. It's the most up to date. Oh, Hawaii. Okay. So you're on, what's the time zone relative to Los Angeles? I'm over in Los Angeles. Ex-boy woke up perfect in the morning. Nice. Well, I'm glad to hear you had a great day. So yeah, let's get into some nanotech news. So self-sealing atomically thin dialysis membrane sounds interesting. I'm going to take a click on that and look into it, see what they're doing. Oh, that's cool. They use nanopores with graphene so that certain proteins can pass through and not others. Better filtration. Bruno Sequeira de Oliveira, how are you doing? Welcome. Oh no, ex-boy, I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. I'm sorry about that. Deontay's in Hawaii. Sometimes you can't even get a beach spot. That's not fun. You would think that, well, I don't know. I've never been to Hawaii actually. It's a place I would love to visit in time. Hmm. Yeah, so these membranes are size selective for proteins and do better. Interesting. Okay, so that's a cool one to check out on phys.org for sure. And apparently in Egypt, people used gold nanoparticles in a study to reverse obesity related damage in a rat study. That also sounds kind of interesting. I'll save that to check out. Nanoparticles successfully deliver genetic material to plants' roots is worth a check. Wow. These are all recent too, within the last day. This is cool. Deontay Lowry, it's really hot, really, in Hawaii. That's interesting. What's the what's the temperatures out there right now? Here it's a little cold, kind of honestly. I'm in a sweatshirt right now just because of the temperatures. And that's the hat too. It's like usually keeping me warm at this point because I can't do cold anymore with some autoimmune stuff that I have. Breno Sequeira de Oliveira can even time fun. I'm not sure. If you want the fun chill out, just chill hang out. Like we just hang out and do whatever. That's at night, usually around 8. So this one's just I'm going through some nanotech news for the week, trying it live, see who comes through. Deontay Lowry says high of 95. Wow, that is actually pretty warm. Not sure what that means, Breno. Um, Hi, Natalia Richardson. How's it going? Exploit. Do I play Roblox? I do. No, I don't play Roblox, unfortunately. I know what it is, though. My kids are into it a little bit, I'm pretty sure. What else is going on? Quantum correlation revealed by attosecond delay? That sounds interesting. That was yesterday. Ultra sensitive methods to find bacterial spores. This is like in food and hospitals. This is literally like something I proposed once upon a time. Eco-friendly 3D printing with graphene. Wow, there's a lot of nanotech news. WWE, I got Jay Uso up there for his Royal Rumble win, and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, I know what Roblox is. It's a game. That's the South Africa flag, huh? Is that where you're at, Bruno? Or Breno? Sorry. I wanted to say Bruno. Yeah, I actually have a whole bunch of WWE figures. I used to collect, well, I still do, but right now it's on hold a little bit, unfortunately, just due to funding. I've had a rough year financially, and so, like, I'm kind of living on fumes at this point, unfortunately. So I had to do, oh, thanks, DGB Bubbles. I had to, unfortunately, sell off a large portion of my collection. I gave a bunch to my kids in divorce, and then what's left of me is in my homeland of Chicago, pretty much. A lot of it's in box too, so it'll be pretty well preserved and everything. Whether I'll open them or not, I don't know. DNA hydrogels show promise for sustained drug release is a good one. There's a lot of good stuff within the last 2 days. Safer wound healing with magnesium enriched nanofibers. That's worth a look. See how they do that. AI system for making nanoparticle measurements speed up. That's cool. What's happening? Oh, thanks, DGB Bubbles. Yeah, nice to have a fellow Dodger fan. Nice to have a fellow Dodger fan in the house. I actually have a collection of caps too, which is each stadium I've ever been to. So, and I appreciate. Okay, there it is. It's back. That was weird. I don't know if you guys could see me during that time or not. I am back anyway. So, yes, I'm going to look into some of these studies now at this point that we found. Jolie Eaton, hello, how's it going? That's right, DGB Bubbles. They won the World Series, and I'm actually in Los Angeles area too, so it was fun. You get to hear fireworks when that happens. Last year and 2020, when it was, both years were a lot of fun. So you just went outside on the back. I was gonna say back balcony, and yeah, it was gonna be. You just heard him and saw him. It was awesome. It's really vibrant when that happens. They have a good team again, probably going into next year. So maybe a back to back. That would be cool. I was always a fan of Clayton Kershaw for some strange reason. I was born in Chicagoland too. So let's see. How did Egyptian scientists use gold nanoparticles to reverse obesity related damage? So this is out of Alexandria University. Apparently, they just took doses of gold nanoparticles and it helped. Interesting. This one's all about nanotech news of the week, Jolie. The I have a couple different ones that I do. I do like the sort of collectibles, what's on my radar and such for the week. And sometimes I do nanotech and things that I work on. This whole channel is kind of about what it's like to be a PhD going through life with a number of different difficulties at times and how I try to live my best life through that, whether it be collecting, hopefully getting back to skateboarding, and then, just kind of giving an insight to what kinds of things we do for research and stuff like that in nanotechnology or just the life of a scientist. So right now we're going through some cool stuff to see like what's in the news nanotech this week. Right now I'm looking at a paper. It says Egyptian scientists use gold nanoparticles to reverse obesity related damage in a rat study. So that's kind of cool because it paves the way for gold nanoparticles as a anti-obesity medication in time. I've worked a lot with nanoparticles like that, and I could see where that would work. Silver, though, highly not. Manuscript, Robert S or 777. There is I'm going through the news publications first, and I do have manuscripts. I'm gonna try to, after this is done, link all the papers in the description. I usually like to do that. Actually, this one has the manuscript for it. Let's see. So it is in Nature. Bye, Jolie. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. So let's go through the abstract real quick. High doses of gold nanoparticles reduce body fat, increased muscle mass, improved dyslipidemia, glycemia, and antioxidant effects in obese rats, restored normal TG, which I don't know what that is offhand, FBG, and MDA levels by reducing obesity related oxidative damage. So, yeah, apparently they fed doses of. All right, sounds good, Jolie. I will look forward to seeing you if you do. Um, you like JJK? I don't know what that means exactly, X-Boy. Sup, Caleb ACDC? How's it going? Yes, that's a cool paper. All right, so now let's see. There's something that was also interesting. Nanoparticles successfully deliver genetic material to plant roots, and they actually have some data shown there. This is from the University of Queensland. and it's in Nature Plants. So let's see if we can get the article up. Um, oh, I just clicked a couple off. Oops. Um, thanks, Caleb ACDC. Really appreciate it. It is a show. This one sort of. This one is my weekly breakdown of news, and then I go through papers with everybody. Oh, JJK is a show. I don't know that show offhand. Um, or JJS, honestly. What is it actually? I'd love to learn. I learn from you guys just as much as I hope you learn from me at times. Um, so yeah, they made some nano lysosome coated nanosheets, and they could deliver synthetic mRNA, double-stranded RNA, small interfering RNA, and plasmid DNA up to 15 kb into tobacco roots and functional nucleic acids into leaves, callus, flowers, and developing pollen. That's awesome. Welcome back, Jolie. So yeah, okay. Oh, it's a game in Roblox. That's why I don't know it. I'm not so big into Roblox myself. I hear it's huge. All right, let's see. What is the next one I'm going through today? Quantum correlation. That one's a little ultra sensitive method to find bacterial spores in food in hospitals from Umea University. I'm not sure where that is actually. Let's see if we can get the paper. ACS sensors. Okay. So they basically used gold nanorods, a broken spore, and they took the Raman spectra of it, which is exactly something I proposed once upon a time in the pandemic, and it didn't work out. That's fun. That's fine if you believe that, but it's your opinion, I suppose. No Diddy. So you're free to think what you want, but this one just might not be for you. Jolie, do I like Star Wars? Absolutely. I have loads of Star Wars collectibles as part of my collection. I tend to go for the original trilogy stuff. I used to have some episode 1 to 3, and I ended up selling off and giving away most of that stuff to my kiddos, unfortunately. We don't have the Jedi anymore, but no, it is pink though. And what's it smell like? I don't know what you're doing, no Diddy. I don't have a husband. I've always been straight, and we're gonna block you on this one soon if you just disrupt what we're doing. Um, Nick, what's going on? DGB Bubbles, you're just like me. I love Star Wars. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Nick, how's it going? All right, so back to this paper, since this is the nanotech news of the week. But yeah, they actually you can basically use gold nanomaterials as a little bit of a amplification sensor, and that's pretty much all they did, and trapped the bacteria on this other substance. And yeah, they got good source. All right. No Diddy, you're on. This one's No Diddy is a terrible troll right now and disruptive, so we're not having that one right now. I'm probably gonna get a dislike, but it happens. So Jolie Eaton, I do love Spider-Man. Tim Tims, we've been over this too. We're not doing anything our stuff here. Like, I don't pray to Jesus per se. I pray to God, who is just God. I don't know what God looks like, nor does anyone else. At Jolie Eaton, do I like Spider-Man though? Yes, I do like Spider-Man. And Nick, no, I have not. and I'm not reading that one out. No trolling on this one. That's for later, honestly. All right, so we did the bacteria one. That was a cool study, actually. So, what was next? An eco-friendly way to expand 3D printing of graphene. I'm actually really interested of this. University of Waterloo, and the study comes from Journal of Materials Chemistry A. Um, and all graphene additive free water-based ink for direct writing. That's really cool. And they can print electronics and electromagnetic shields. Tim, we're not doing this. This is not the place for this. You're also in timeout. One time, that's cool. You can have your opinion on whatever. I'm into the Dodgers. You, again, don't have to come and troll and interrupt what we're doing today. This isn't the one for it. Jolie Eaton. I do like Iron Man. Not my top of the Avengers, but I do. You like the Yankees. I have nothing against the Yankees, honestly. I'm only a Dodgers fan because I live in Los Angeles. I've been here so long, so I prefer them above the Angels personally. Um, that's more of a personal aspect, but who's my favorite Avenger? If it counts, Doctor Strange, because I believe he was in the Avengers. Um, the Spider-Man movies were all right, Jolie. I think the best one was No Way Home. Doctor Strange is powerful. Huh, yeah, this is really cool. These people actually did just make a way to 3D print graphene better. That's really awesome. Journal of Chemistry, um, Materials Chemistry A. Let's see. Scientists develop magnesium enriched fiber patches for safer wound healing is another good one. So let's see where this is from. International Journal of Nanomedicine. Yeah, I like that on No Way Home that they brought back all the different Spider-Mans, honestly. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so they use polyurethane nanofibers. They enrich them with magnesium chloride and apparently using electrospinning, evaluated for various physiochemical characteristics. Jolie, I do like Batman. I used to have a bunch of Batman stuff too before I had to sell it all off. Okay, so these, yeah, it just forms strong hydrogen bonds in wound care and helps. Polyurethane. Who knew? Just plastic. And then last we had an AI system with making nanoparticle measurements. So uh I just was feeling to throw something different, honestly, today, Nick. I don't know. I might even go without the hat later, depending on what's going on. It was just more comfortable today, for some reason. I don't. It's like the right amount of sun where I don't want sunglasses, but I went out to try to do some grocery shopping today, but it was absolutely massively packed already. I think I'm going to do that later on, before I do my Friday Night Live. Nick, the USSR. It was like there were cars everywhere. It was insane. Like, I Nick. This is for the later chat. Low taper fade. Um, so what's this one about? A reliable AI system for nanoparticle measurements. Something University of Constance. I want to get a link to the article though. This one doesn't seem to have a link to see where it's at and if scientific reports is the journal. This one is serious, Nick. Yes. The late night one is when we're not serious and we just hang out and do whatever. So, um, you know. Oh no, you're good. You're good. I do a couple throughout the week that are just like the things that I do lifestyle wise, like collecting and then nanotech news. And I try to do it once a week. I usually have done it on like a short, but it doesn't get as many views that way or as much watch time in general. So I decided to try it out live and it seemed to work a little bit better doing it this way and then separating the just nightly hangout, just you see me as me and whatever at like the 8 p.m. Usually I start around 8 p.m. I try to. So I've been getting pretty good at doing it anyway. But yeah, let's finish this one up because this one's usually just like a half hour and then that's about it. So yeah, it's from Scientific Reports. Pre-trained artificial intelligence aided analysis of nanoparticles using the segment anything model. I don't know what the segment anything model is, honestly. But apparently it can effectively automate analysis of particles, um, which is cool because you might want to do that. Do I like skateboard, Jolie? I do skateboard when I can. I haven't been on one for a little bit. You're cool, Jolie. Um, I don't really know you, but you're cool as far as I can tell. Um, but yeah, the skateboard though, that I haven't done in a long while. I would love to be able to get back on my skateboard and do the things that I could do. Jolie's cool. That's a joke. Yeah, yeah. So this one, I don't know what it's actually about. This paper I'm going on because it's all about AI stuff, but it does at least pick out nanospheres, dumbbells, and trimers, which are like triangles on the nanoscale. So it can pick shapes basically. Reminds me of the joke from Silicon Valley. If anyone's ever watched that, the hot dog, no hot dog program. So, Derek, I would love to get back into the chemistry field in nanotech if I really could find a job that can handle legitimately what I've been up to. And welcome, by the way, back. It's been a tough go the last couple years. It's been very limited in certain ways of how well I could keep up with the hours and stringent kind of things that go into it. It's not as just straightforward and easy. If I could get back into lab management or something like that, I think I could do it for sure. Business development as well. If I'm at getting actually funded for projects and I'm at the top level where it's not as many hours, but you have to focus on something. Bye, Jolie. I figured you were probably. Um, it doesn't surprise me. Um, Derek, oh yeah, but yeah, it's something that's been tough too at the same time because a lot of it is where you have to kind of be in the university setting to make spin-off companies these days. And even with that, there's certain grants and things like that that you would want. And you know, if you don't have those accolades, I think is the way I want to word it. Spinning off companies can be kind of challenging or getting funding for it. like I've gotten funding for one company once upon a time that and didn't unfortunately work out in the end. It was a milk bottle company that any specific labs, it would be a dream to work for. It would be cool to do some quantum computer or like computer brain interfacing things productively at this point, like Neuralink or something like that. Those have been fields in the last 5 years or so that I basically have worked on. I've worked with a company that is really, really small, just a few individuals at this point, for the last 5 years trying to get that funded. It's been a pretty difficult uphill battle. But if I could do some work in that space, especially geared towards mood disorders and such, like I've kind of had to go through, I think that would be an ultimate dream is, being able to kind of launch out and do my thing that way. But there's a couple other applications of nanotechnology that I might be able to get into. So, you know, we'll see. It's in the smart home spaces as well, and you know, more sustainable living, so to speak. There's a couple ideas I had to spin off the last project that we got funded that didn't work out, and that was take it easy, Nick. Yeah, Derek, MIT and the University of San Diego do a lot of amazing things with biotechnology as a whole. San Francisco has a lot going on with Neuralink, I believe, as did Davis. I'm pretty sure that the Davis system is where they did a lot of the animal studies. So that was pretty interesting. Then they did. Yeah, there's just a lot going on in the space. There's also different subfields like wearables, implantables. What I was working on was implantable, nanoscale powered devices. Still am to a degree. I don't see it getting funded at this amount of time. We've been doing it for 5 years and haven't gotten to the next. We just haven't gotten to the next stage, unfortunately, in that one, and I don't see it happening after a certain amount of time. Personally, it's just one of those things, a reality. I'd love it to happen, but I just haven't seen the results yet. And Derek, yeah, likely are the tech field is still massive here. You're about 40 minutes from SF. Yeah, that's where a lot of the stuff goes on up that way in the Silicon Valley area still, or San Diego. And when it comes to California, there's a little push to get biotech, actually pretty decent push to get biotech into Los Angeles, but it is, what is that? Is that a cup of coffee? Aye, aye. But yeah, it's not so like established yet. It's certain types of biotechnology. So it's kind of interesting how it all works. But yeah, I think on that note though, it's been about a half hour and we got through all the nanotech news of the week. That's good. So I'll probably link these papers in the description over the weekend sometime so everyone could take a look who's interested. And on that note, we'll call it a day for the nanotech news of the week. And we will do our nightly live at 8. So thanks to everyone who showed up. Hat off to you. And yeah, appreciate it. Have a great one out there. And to everyone who is celebrating, have a happy Valentine's Day and be safe because it gets crazy out there. Crossed, you find your calling in the job field. Thanks, Derek. Really appreciate you. I'll see you later. My fingers are crossed too on that one because it's been a while and Tino Spencer's greedy. All right, well, I'm about to take off on this one. We'll see you guys who comes in for the, adults only adults hangout session at 8 p.m. and we'll see you there or on the next one of these, whatever it is. Catch you later, everybody. Sounds good. We'll see you later, Nick and Derek. Have a good one, guys. Thanks again.